Leo wakes before the sun. The city is still sleeping. He moves through the quiet streets to his small bakery, the sweet escape. Inside, the air is cool. It smells of yeast and of flour. He turns on the soft lights and the warm ovens. His hands know the familiar rhythm of work. He measures flour, a white cloud in a metal bowl. He kneads dough on a wooden board. The dough becomes smooth and alive under his palms. He shapes each loaf with a gentle touch. Pastries are placed carefully on trays. The bakery is his world. It is a place of warmth and comfort on a busy street. He is a quiet man. He finds peace in the simple act of making bread for the city. Maya loves books and birds. She works at the city library. The library is a tall building filled with stories. She helps people find what they are looking for. But at lunchtime, she seeks a different kind of quiet. She walks to a small park nestled between tall buildings. This park is a hidden gem. It has old, strong trees and soft green grass. A little pond reflects the sky. Here, the city's noise fades away. Maya sits on her favorite bench. She watches the birds. She listens to their songs. A sparrow's chirp, a robin's clear call. She keeps a small notebook. She sketches the birds and writes down their habits. In this green space, she feels connected to something ancient and wild. The park is Maya's sanctuary. The bakery is Leo's. They live their lives in separate, gentle circles within the bustling city. Leo's days are measured by the rising and the cooling of bread. He knows his customers by their favorite pastries. He offers a small, shy smile, but rarely speaks more than a few words. One afternoon, the sky turns a dark, heavy gray. The clouds gather quickly. A sudden downpour begins. Rain falls in thick sheets. People run for cover. Umbrellas pop open like mushrooms. Maya walks through the storm, coming from the park. The rain soaks her coat and hair. She looks for a dry place and spots a warm, glowing window. The sweet escape looks like a beacon. She pushes open the door and steps inside. A bell tinkles softly. Inside, warm air, cinnamon, baking bread. Steam fogs the windows, blurring the wet world outside. Leo is behind the counter, wiping it clean. He looks up at the bell. He sees Maya, rain-damp hair, curious eyes. She smiles shyly and drips water onto the floor. He doesn't mind. He simply nods.
He notices her shiver. Without a word, he picks a warm, plain pastry from the cooling rack. On the house.
Maya is surprised and grateful. She takes the pastry. Thank you.
She watches raindrops race down the glass. Outside, the city, a watercolor of blurred lights. She takes a bite of the warm bun. The taste is simple and delicious. It warms her from the inside out. Her face lights up. She looks at Leo and talks about loving simple, well-made things. He listens intently. He starts to describe his work, the dough. He describes the heat. He describes the patience it requires. They talk easily. Rain forms a cozy curtain around the bakery. Inside, time slows. The city's rush feels far away. They speak of simple comforts, warmth on a cold day. They speak of the pleasure of a good book. They speak of a well-baked loaf of bread. A gentle, unplanned conversation, a small connection in the storm. Maya starts visiting the bakery every day. It becomes part of her routine. She comes in after her lunch break in the park. She always chooses the same table by the window. She brings her bird book with her, its pages filled with her notes and sketches. She tells Leo about the birds she saw that day. She describes a tiny finch that built a nest in the old oak tree. She mimics the song of a blackbird. Leo listens. He learns the names of the birds. He starts to look forward to her visits. Her stories bring a piece of the green living park into his warm, flower-dusted world. He finds himself smiling more. Leo finds his own way to communicate. He is not a man of many words, but he is a man of kind actions. He learns which pastry is Maya's favorite. It is a simple almond croissant. He makes sure to save one for her every day. One morning, he feels a little bit brave. He tries something new. He takes a small piece of dough and carefully shapes it. He forms it into the shape of a little bird. He bakes it until it is golden brown and places a single poppy seed on it for an eye. When Maya comes in, he presents it to her. She sees the little pastry bird, and her face breaks into a wide, beautiful laugh. That small bird-shaped pastry becomes a symbol of their growing friendship. It is a gesture that says more than words ever could. It shows that he has been listening. It shows that he cares. Maya treasures it. She tells him it is too lovely to eat, but he insists. The act of sharing this small creation deepens their connection. Their friendship is built on these quiet moments. He learns to listen to her stories of the park. She learns to understand his language of baked goods and small, thoughtful acts. They are two quiet people finding a way to speak to each other's hearts without needing a lot of noise. Their talks become a little deeper. They are still soft and easy, but they begin to share more of themselves. Leo admits that he sometimes feels lonely, even when the bakery is full of people. He feels more comfortable with dough than with conversation. Maya confesses that she is afraid of big changes. She likes her routines because they make her feel safe. They share these small vulnerabilities. Trust grows between them, slowly and steadily, like dough rising in a warm place. They are creating something new together, a friendship as warm and comforting as fresh bread.
One sunny afternoon, Maya invites Leo to the park. She wants to show him the world she loves so much. You should see the birds for yourself.
Leo feels nervous. The bakery is his safe space. The world outside can feel too big and loud, but he sees the hopeful look in Maya's eyes, and he agrees to go. They walk out of the bakery. They head down a sunlit street toward the park. They step under the shade of the trees. The city noise begins to quiet. Leaves rustle. Distant bird song emerges. The air feels cooler and cleaner.
Maya leads him to a quiet spot by the pond. She hands him a small pair of binoculars. The binoculars feel heavy and unfamiliar in his hands. Just be still and watch.
Leo feels awkward at first. He doesn't know what to look for. He sees only leaves and branches. Maya points to a nearby bush. A small sparrow hops twig to twig, head cocked to one side. Leo raises the binoculars. Through the lenses, the bird is suddenly up close. He sees the brown and gray feather patterns. He sees the bird's bright, dark eye. He holds his breath, afraid to scare it away. He learns a new kind of patience, not the bakery patience of dough rising. This is patience as stillness, waiting for nature. He sits on a bench with Maya, and they watch. A flash of blue. A jay flies past. A family of ducks paddles in a neat line across the pond. He hears layers of sound, cheerful chirping. He hears another bird's melodic call. He is used to bakery sounds, the hum of the oven, the clatter of pans. This natural music feels like a revelation. He feels a peace he's never known. Maya watches him. Tension leaves his shoulders. A look of wonder as he focuses on a small finch. A soft smile plays on his lips. He sees the park through her eyes. He understands why it matters to her. Their hands rest on the bench between them. He slowly reaches out. His fingers touch hers. The small, brief contact feels significant. A quiet acknowledgement of the world they share. In the park's stillness, something new and beautiful begins to grow between them. Their peaceful routine is suddenly broken. One morning, a large, official-looking sign is hammered into the ground near the park's entrance. It is a glossy sign with a picture of a modern, sterile shopping mall. The text announces a new development project. The company, Urban Progress Inc., plans to build a multi-level shopping center and a large concrete parking lot. To do this, they will have to tear down the park. The old trees will be cut down. The pond will be filled in. The green island in the middle of the city will be gone forever. The sign promises jobs and economic growth, but it feels like a threat. Maya sees the sign on her way to the park. She stops and reads the words. A cold feeling of dread spreads through her chest. This park is not just a piece of land to her. It is a living place. It is a home for the birds she loves. It is a place of peace for so many people. The thought of it being destroyed for another mall feels wrong. She imagines the sound of bulldozers instead of birdsong. She imagines concrete where the soft grass now grows. Her sanctuary is threatened. The quiet heart of the neighborhood is in danger of being ripped out. The news spreads quickly through the community. People are worried and angry. They gather near the sign, talking in hushed, anxious tones. This park is a part of their lives. Children learn to ride their bikes on its paths. Old friends meet on its benches. Families have picnics under its trees. The thought of losing it makes them feel helpless. Maya listens to their concerns. She feels their fear and their anger. She knows she cannot just stand by and watch this happen. She, who loves her quiet routines, realizes that she must do something to fight this change. The birds have no voice, so she will have to be their voice. Leo hears the news from his customers. They come into the bakery with worried faces, talking about the mall. He sees the shadow of the threat from his window. At first, he feels the familiar urge to retreat. He wants to stay in the safety of his bakery, where the world is predictable and warm. The idea of protests and public meetings fills him with anxiety. He is not a fighter. He is a baker. But then he thinks of Maya. He thinks of the wonder on his own face when he saw the sparrow through the binoculars. He thinks of the peace he felt sitting on that bench. He knows this park is special. He cannot bear the thought of Maya facing this fight alone. He realizes he has to do something too. Maya decides to take action. She is not a loud person, but her determination is strong. She starts by making simple flyers. At the library, she uses the photocopier to print pages. Close up, a printed page with a bird and the words, "Save our park." She leaves them in cafes. She pins one on a community notice board. She leaves some at the library front desk. She organizes a community meeting. She books a room at the library. She puts up a notice inviting everyone who loves the park. She feels nervous speaking to groups, but her love for the park is stronger than her fear. People start to respond. They see her quiet passion and are inspired by it. Leo watches all of this from the bakery. He sees Maya talking to neighbors, her expression earnest and pleading. He sees the small stacks of flyers on his own counter. He feels his heart beating fast with a mix of fear and a desire to help. He knows he cannot stand up and give a powerful speech. The thought makes his throat feel tight, but he cannot do nothing. He looks at his hands, covered in a light dusting of flour. He thinks about what he does best. He decides to use his craft to support the cause. He stays late at the bakery that night. He works with a focused energy. He mixes a large batch of his best shortbread cookie dough. Then, with great care, he begins to shape the cookies. He doesn't use a cookie cutter. He shapes each one by hand into a small, simple bird. Some look like they are in flight, with wings outstretched. Others look like they are perched on a branch. He bakes them until they are a perfect buttery gold. The bakery fills with the sweet, comforting aroma. It is his form of protest, a quiet, gentle act of defiance. Flour, butter, sugar. The next evening, at the community meeting, Leo arrives quietly. He carries a large basket filled with the bird-shaped cookies. Each one is tucked into a small paper bag. On each bag, he has written a simple message for the park. He doesn't go to the front of the room. He stands near the back, feeling shy. But people are drawn by the delicious smell. They come over and he offers them a cookie. They see the bird shape and they smile. The cookie is a small, warm thing to hold on to. It gives them comfort. It connects them. It is a small act of courage, and it makes a bigger difference than he could have imagined. The bird cookies become a catalyst. As people stand in the library meeting room, eating the warm, buttery shortbread, they begin to talk more freely. The simple, shared act of eating something made with care breaks the ice. An elderly woman shares a memory of teaching her grandson to skip stones on the park's pond. A young father talks about how it's the only safe green space for his toddler to run around. The cookies, shaped like the very creatures they are trying to protect, become a symbol of what is at stake. The simple, beautiful, and irreplaceable things in their community. Leo's quiet contribution has given the group a sweet taste of what they are fighting for. Maya sees Leo standing at the back of the room, his basket nearly empty. She walks over to him through the crowd of neighbors. She doesn't say anything at first. She simply takes his hand in hers. Her touch is firm and reassuring. In that moment, he feels his anxiety begin to melt away. He is not alone in this, and neither is she. They are part of something bigger now. Encouraged by her presence and the positive response to his cookies, Leo feels a new sense of bravery. Maya asks him if he would be willing to say a few words. He hesitates, but then he nods.
The park is a quiet place. Like my bakery, it helps people feel calm. It's a place to breathe. We need places like that.
His simple words resonate deeply with everyone in the room. When he finishes, the room erupts in applause. People feel united. A local news reporter who came to cover the meeting jots down notes, impressed by the baker's heartfelt plea. The meeting marks a turning point. The community is no longer just a collection of worried individuals. They are a united group with a clear purpose. They form a committee. They start a petition, and thousands of people sign it. They write letters to the city council. They use social media to share photos of the park and its birds, and pictures of Leo's famous bird cookies. The story of the quiet baker and the determined birdwatcher captures the city's imagination. The fight to save the park becomes a story of community, kindness, and the power of small, courageous acts. The city council begins to feel the pressure. The campaign to save the park grows stronger every day. The story spreads beyond the neighborhood. Other communities in the city offer their support. The local newspaper runs a front-page article with a picture of Leo and Maya standing under the old oak tree. The headline reads, "Bread, Birds, and a Battle for the Heart of the City." The company, Urban Progress Inc., is surprised by the scale of the public opposition. They had expected an easy approval. Now they are facing a public relations nightmare. Their glossy promises of progress seem hollow, against the community's genuine love for the park. The city council can no longer ignore the issue. They schedule a special public hearing, but in a surprising move, they decide to hold the meeting not in a stuffy government building, but in the park itself. They set up chairs under the canopy of the old trees. On the day of the meeting, hundreds of people from the community show up. They bring their children and their dogs. They carry signs with hand-drawn pictures of birds and trees. Leo bakes hundreds of bird cookies. Volunteers help him hand them out. The air is filled with a sense of hopeful determination. The birds in the trees seem to sing a little louder that day. Council members sit at a long table. Representatives from the development company sit across from them. They listen as person after person from the community stands up to speak. They share their stories, they share their memories, they share their reasons for wanting to protect the park. They speak with passion and sincerity. Finally, the council members vote. One by one, they cast their votes. The result is unanimous. The park will be protected. The development plan is rejected. A huge cheer erupts from the crowd. People hug each other. Tears of joy are shed. The glossy sign for the shopping mall is taken down, and in its place, a simple wooden sign is erected. It reads, "Community Park, protected for all." Leo and Maya stand together, hand in hand, watching the celebration. They are surrounded by the happy sounds of their neighbors. A small bluebird, as if on cue, lands on a branch just above their heads. It tilts its head and lets out a clear, sweet chirp. It feels like a note of thanks. Leo gently squeezes Maya's hand. He looks at her, her face glowing with relief and happiness. He knows that his quiet life has been changed forever, in the best possible way. After the victory, a comfortable quiet settles back over the neighborhood, but it is a new kind of quiet. The bakery is busier than ever. People don't just come for bread anymore, to say hello, to share a piece of local news, or just to be in the warm, friendly space that Leo has created. His bakery has become the true heart of the community. Leo learns the names of more customers. He still doesn't talk a lot, but his smiles are bigger and more frequent. He feels a sense of belonging that he never knew he was missing. Leo and Maya's love story continues to unfold, as gently as the seasons changing in the park. It is a love built not on grand gestures, but on a foundation of small, steady kindnesses. He teaches her the art of kneading dough, showing her how to feel when it is ready. She teaches him the names of more birds and the meanings of their different songs. They find a beautiful rhythm in their lives together, a balance between the warm, fragrant world of the bakery and the green, living world of the park. Their love is a quiet, nourishing thing, as simple and as essential as bread. They spend many afternoons in the saved park. They sit on their favorite bench and watch the life that hums all around them. They see the sparrows and the finches they fought to protect. They see children playing on the grass and couples walking hand in hand. They see the old trees standing tall and strong, their leaves rustling in the breeze. They have learned to appreciate the profound beauty in these simple, ordinary moments. The park is more than just a park to them now. It is a testament to what is possible when people care enough to act. It is a symbol of their own journey together. One cool evening, as the sun sets and the city lights begin to twinkle, Leo and Maya sit on their bench. The day's bird chorus has softened to a few last calls. The air is still. Leo reaches into his bag and pulls out a small pastry, carefully wrapped in paper. It is shaped like a bird. He gives it to Maya. She takes it, and her smile is all the thanks he needs. They sit in comfortable silence, listening to the distant hum of the city. Maya rests her head on his shoulder. The quiet between them is not empty. It is full of understanding, of shared history, and of a deep, abiding love. It holds the promise of many more quiet moments to come.